The 2018 race for Oklahoma's next governor is well underway. We have invited several candidates onto our 9 o'clock show, and today one of them is joining us live. He is the CEO of Gateway Mortgage Group and the 6th Republican to throw his hat into the gubernatorial ring. His name, right here with me, this is Kevin Stitt. He joins us now in studio. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thanks for making the drive all the way down from Tulsa.
Absolutely.
To be
My
with
pleasure.
us.
Thanks for having me.
So you're the 6th Republican to announce. 3 Libertarians, 4 Democrats also plan to run. You got a pretty crowded field here.
Yeah.
Tell me why you decided now was the time.
Yeah.
Why it was appropriate for you to run now.
So I grew up in Norman, and then after college moved to Tulsa. Started my business with $1,000 in a computer. Today we have over 1,100 employees, and I'm just concerned with how the state's going. We had a negative 3% growth last year. I have about 155 offices across the nation, and when I travel to other states, I see tremendous momentum all around Oklahoma. I get so frustrated when I come back here and I see, $1 billion budget deficit, and I see all the issues, and then I see who's running, and to me it just looks like more of the same, just kind of the career politicians. I want to take off from my company and go serve my state and focus on the next generation.
And speaking of, opponents running against you, you got a pool of people with some pretty big political names here. You got Mick Cornett, Scott Inman, think Todd Lamb. Why are you throwing your hat into the ring? And what do you say to people who say now's really not the time for somebody without political experience?
I don't think, there's plenty of politicians to choose from, and if everybody wants another politician, there's plenty to choose from in the race. I'm the only outsider that's never been in politics, and I just don't think that the guys that got us in this mess are the ones that are going to get us out of it. So I want to bring a fresh approach to government, and I think we've got smart people in our state, and I want to be asking those guys to help us solve our problems. But I just really don't think that the same guys that got us in this mess can fix it.
Look, the president of our United States, without political experience. People are looking for change right now. So, maybe you could be it. I was also, in my research, you've come out and said that Oklahoma could be a top 10 state. What did you mean by that, and what exactly is your vision here? Yeah,
so at my company, Gateway Mortgage Group, we have a vision to be a top 10 lender, and I think it starts from the top down. It starts from the leader, right? So I want to have a vision at Oklahoma to be top 10 state, top 10 in education, top 10 in infrastructure, and top 10 in growth. And when you have that vision and the leader tells that and speaks that and proclaims that, then everybody kind of gets in line, and then we can make the tough decisions regarding infrastructure, education, and growth, and really get our state moving again. Like I said, I travel, I see what other states are doing, and I want to bring that momentum right back here to Oklahoma.
And I wanted to talk about your business too. You kind of touched on that a little bit ago. You're the CEO of a lucrative mortgage company, more than 1,000 employees. You have a financial degree or an accounting degree from OSU. And we're in a bit of a financial bind right now. So what is your plan on fixing that should you be elected?
Yeah, so we've got to get our state growing again. I'm the only guy with the private experience that is a job creator that's created 1,100 jobs. Like you said, I started with $1,000 in a computer. But it's more than that. It's a leadership deal. It is, we spend about $22 billion in our state budget. You always hear about us talking about just $6.5 billion. But we need to give our legislators, our elected officials, more control over the entire budget. I want to bring transparency to the government. I want to bring transparency to it. And I want to give our legislators more control over the entire budget. There's something like $3.9 billion worth of just pass-throughs that go through, after we fund an agency, just kind of go through to other departments underneath, that we need more transparency. I want to bring Oklahoma government to the 21st century, what I see happening in other states around us.
And speaking of financials, you're very invested in this run for governor. I read somewhere that you plan on spending $2.5 million out of pocket to finance your own campaign. Do you think that you relate well to the average Oklahoman who's going to go vote for governor?
Absolutely. I grew up in Norman. My dad was a pastor, and I am matching dollar for dollar everything given to me. So we broke an Oklahoma record last quarter. In 2.5 months. We raised $811,000, and I put in $800,000 of my own money, and we posted a $1.6 million number. But yeah, absolutely. My grandparents were dairy farmers in Skiatook, And my other granddad was the head vet at Oklahoma City Stockyards for
Wow.
for 25 years, and so I think I relate very well. I'm a guy that I think you're supposed to be. Our forefathers wanted you to temporarily serve and take off from your farm and business and go serve your state. That's the way I see government. Yeah, I want to take off from my company and be more focused on the next generation versus the next election. And I think too much our politicians are so focused on getting reelected than making the tough decision to grow our state.
So deep Oklahoma roots here. I think
Absolutely.
that'll do well amongst voters. Last question for this segment here. Should you be elected, how would you be different from Mary Fallin? And what, people here, Oklahomans, constituents have seen for the past few years?
Sure. And I don't know Mary that well, and all those politicians are great. I'm sure they're all nice people. I think I'm totally different than the career politicians. In my opinion, they've never set strategy, they've never led, they've never hired anybody, made the tough decision. There's no easy decisions here. There's no silver bullet. It takes leadership, and it takes kind of managing that change curve. And I don't even think sometimes it's a Republican or Democrat or rural versus urban. I think it's a change issue. Anytime you bring any kind of reform or change, that's when things get, you've got to manage that. And I could give you example after example of changes that we've made at our company and how you have to manage through that. But I want to be the governor that thinks about what's best for all 4 million Oklahomans 10 years from now. It's how I run my company. What's best for all 1,100 families 10 years from now.
Yeah, you're saying you're going to use the pillars of your company to kind of govern the state, should you be elected.
I've got 5 pillars, 5 ideas at the state level that can't wait to get started.